Hey guys, Barbara here. I have a really fun recipe for you guys today. So this came by way of my sister Tracy. She told me last night that she made an empanada. She did dinner type things in hers, but I'm going to be doing breakfast type stuff in mine. Now this empanada is really unique and different because it's made with the dough that we use to make Beizean flour tortilla. So it's very easy to make, very easy to put together, very satisfying of course. And because it is baked, I think that might make it a little bit more healthy, right? At least I hope. So look at how it looks like on the inside. Now let's get right into how we make it. Let's take care of the tortilla first. You've seen me do flour tortilla here at the site already, probably not in this small dosage. So let's take care of it. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, not sifted, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/8 of a cup of butter. 1/8 of a cup is also 2 tablespoons, all right? So we got all types of measurements in here. So let me get the butter, and the butter has to be softened to room temperature. Don't overdo, because if you overdo, it's gonna be too brittle, all right? Drop that butter in there. So now you can eyeball it in the future, like a little spatula full. So my spatula. Onion, oh, onion from here. Alrighty. And then all you do is add, well, work this in first, and then add milk slowly until a dough forms, all right? I never really measure out how much milk I use to make flour tortilla or fried jack, but I do measure when I'm doing Johnny cake. I don't know why that is. But in any case, we just want to add it very slowly because we don't want to overwet the dough. Because if that happens, then we have to add more flour, and then I think that takes away from the taste. Now, I don't add salt to this because the butter that I use is salted, but you can put 1/2 teaspoon or so of salt in this if you'd like. So now this is pretty much done. You see how quickly I whipped up this dough? Didn't take any time at all, right? I think the longest time for this is going to be the baking. So now let me go ahead and chop my veggies. All I have is some spinach. I really wish I had some tomatoes, but I don't have any. So spinach, some jalapenos, some onions. Get it into the skillet. I just put a little bit of butter. And then 2 eggs. You can probably put a 3rd egg to make these 3 patties, but the 2 will do fine. Now let me just go ahead and stir until these onions are tender and then add the egg to it. So I guess we're making scrambled eggs. Pretty easy, right? So just work it in until it's all cooked well. And then dump it out into a dish. And we're going to grate some cheese. I think cheese is really necessary to make everything bind inside of the empanada or patty. Preheat the oven to 350. The egg medley is ready, and we did the dough first. You can do the dough last, all right? There's no real importance in sequence. So we get 3. So this is gonna feed Joe and me and 1 more person in the family. We wanna roll this out just like if we're making flour tortilla. And my sister calls this recipe empanada, but I don't know why Joe laughing behind my camera for. Well, it's not panades. It's not Beizean panades. It's empanada. I think it's a hot pocket. I'll be honest with you. I think it's a hot pocket. I can't get it round. You guys know I suck at making it round. I think I just made it worse. Anywho, it's round. For all intents and purposes, it's round. So just get a little bit of this. Remember, we need to save enough to make 3, all right? And I added the cheese because I feel like it'll just hold together better. Let me get a fork to squish it. Don't you have those days sometimes in the kitchen, guys, when you're cooking and you just don't have any of your utensils ready? It's like, did I really want to cook today? By the way, have you guys checked out my Facebook yet? It's called facebook.com/bearpantry show. I've been putting out videos there like crazy. Y'all know why. Facebook decided that they're gonna help, and it's growing. It's growing like weed. I'm so excited. It's great to put up a video and then it get a lot of views and it gets shared around and people are excited, and that feels so good. And I long for those days here back again at YouTube. That's why I haven't quit YouTube. I'm still pumping out videos, but I think I'm going to start putting the cooking videos here on Wednesdays, only because my Mondays are so hectic And then I'll try to put up 2 videos a week here. It might be 1 cooking video and 1 mukbang or something like that. So we'll figure it out as we go along. But I wanted to do this one today because my sister just called and said, hey, I tried this recipe with your flour tortilla dough. Because my sister doesn't really know how to handle dough really well. She knows how to do the Johnny cake dough and the flour tortilla dough, but she has trouble with the pie dough. And so that's why she uses this dough to do a lot of different things. And I'm glad she shared it with me. Now, I wonder if we should put some egg wash. Usually egg wash will go on pie dough. Huh. I'm going to think it through and then ask her, did she put any egg wash? I doubt she put any egg wash though. Joe, what do you think I should do? Joe's running camera for me today.
Yeah.
Put some egg wash? Okay. So the oven's up to 350. I don't know how long it's going to take to bake, but we'll see. So just let me make this last one, and then I'll stick it in the oven, and then I'll be back when it's done, and I'll tell you how long it took, all right? I've decided to do the egg wash, but I'm only going to put it on 2 of the 3 because I want to see if it makes a difference. Every so often I will test things like this. You know, does it really make a difference? Do I really need to put this? And so the best way to test it is not to put it on all of them. So I hate these little rubber brushes. I really am going to go back and buy a set of brushes that has real bristles, because I don't feel like these do a good enough job of spreading the stuff on. So anyways, let's get these in the oven. It's up to temperature, and that's the one that I'm going to leave out, by the way. No egg wash on that. And right now, let's see the time. So I'm going to check back on these in about a half hour. This is right at about half hour. Take a look. I notice every time I open the oven on camera, my face looks angry. But I'm not angry, it's just because it's hot. Okay, these 2 are with the egg wash. That looks way better. I'm turning them over because I want to see how they look on the bottom. I think those look done. I don't think I have to put them back in. So the bottoms look good, but I like the egg wash look better. Hold on. Hot. Okay, let me allow these to cool for a little bit. I wanted to show you guys what we did with the egg that we used for the egg wash. We don't throw away anything in here, okay? This show is called the Bear Pantry Show for a reason. So I cut it open. Take a look. Come on in, Joe. It's pretty nice. I really like this idea for a lunch on the go or a breakfast on the go, especially like if you're going out. We're going to go out on Saturday and it's going to be an all-day thing. We could grab these for the trip, you know? It took 45 minutes to bake. It's kind of different because I expected it to taste like a Beizean meat patty or a Jamaican meat patty, and those are made Beizean. I don't know what Jamaicans make their meat patty with, but we make ours with pie dough. So I expected it to taste like pie dough, even though I know I made it with flour tortilla dough. But it's not bad. It's crispy. Joe, come and taste, babe.
Taste the taste. It's good.
It's not dry, right?
I just need a coffee with this now.
I like that it's super country. I like that it's super crunchy. And this tortilla dough that I did is for my crunchy tortilla that I would do on a comal, and it would come crunchy. It's pretty good, huh, Joe?
It's good. It's good, folks. I'm surprised. I thought it was going to taste like a tortilla.
It doesn't taste like a flour tortilla anymore. Thank you, Tracy. I really appreciate that you gave me this recipe. I hope you guys like it. Like, subscribe, share. Come see me at Facebook. I love you all. Bye.
Bye.
Say hello to Mama. Hi, everybody.
This morning with one local family.
Each gonna sort of lose. Look what I have.
Your hands inside.